Greetings, mortals. I am Natus, one of the rulers of Hell, or specifically Manga Hell, and today we'll be reacting to the newest chapter of One Piece, chapter 1031, A Warrior of Science. Science! I'm expecting a mad scientist this chapter because of the title, but we'll see. But yes, anyways, let's get into this chapter. Now the first thing we see is actually a color page where we see all the first mates of the most notable pirate crews. Like we see Zoro in the front because he's like the main guy with Beppo for some reason behind him, like laying. I guess it's for comedy purposes. Oh, and also by the way, in case you're wondering, Zoro seems to be looking at on um different neither Kitetsu, I think. You know the purple Kitetsu, or is it Amna? I think actually it's Amna. And it's a purple hilt, and I feel like Amna also has a purple hilt. Yeah, I think both of them actually have purple hilts. But yeah, anyways, we are he's looking at as we have like a panel of Rayleigh, Ben Backman, King, Katakuri. Which by the way, Katakuri is underrated in terms of power scaling. For some reason, people think that he's weaker just because Luffy beat him, which is pretty insulting if you ask me. Killer, Marco, Shiryu, which confirms that Shiryu is Blackbeard's right hand man, and Sabo. So yeah, nothing special, but it looks pretty nice. Then we have the first panels actually with the Beast Pirates being in shock, and someone's like, she got crushed by iron beams? Even Big Mom couldn't have survived that! Really? That's what people think is unsurvivable for Yonkos? You know, if that's what people who are under Yonko's crews think would be impossible for Yonkos to survive, especially characters like Big Mom who've shown to have supernatural levels of invulnerability, there's a bit more of a reason why people think they can take them down like the supernovas. Then we have Law huffing as kids wheezing, and then we have kids being like, "How do you like that, you monstrous old hack?" They have be like, "So, awakening for the magnet fruit," which has actually been confirmed in SBS, but it was actually surprised by Oda that he didn't already confirm it. As then Lockett what allows you to assign magnetic qualities to something, huff huff. As he's like also, how long does that power hold? As kids like huff huff. Why should I tell you all of my secrets, huh? As in Latex and do something as he sees like a steel beam being thrown off as the Beast Boys knows it, and they are like jumping for cover, though it does seem to like hit some. As the Beast Boys are screaming, as we see Big Mom standing back up, which I'm guessing means this doesn't hold for very long. As we have some of the Beast Boys be like, "Ah, she's getting up again." As there we have Big Mom in the rubble being like, "Life or Oshiruko." Is that PG way of saying life or death? Which is odd because I'm pretty sure that said life or death. And then we have the Beast Pirates who are creaming themselves. Be like, "Oh no, that's her soul focus. Oh, Shiruko. Hey, we've still got some Oshiruko left, right? No, it all got spilled already. Then she's gonna take our lifespan from us." Ah. As we see the lifespan of the Beast Pirates being taken away, as Big Mom just rips them all off. As this she's then like, "And now I give you life." As we see all the steel beams that were crushed into her now being alive. As we also see, I'm guessing, Napoleon, Prometheus, and Hera also becoming larger. As then Big was like, I'll use an entire year of my lifespan. Anything less won't serve to strengthen me. Oh, seriously? As then Big Mom puts her soul into herself, and she's like, and some, and she eats the thing, As the big spots are like, what is it? Just me or is Big Mom getting bigger? And yep, she got bigger, more freakish with glowing eyes, and is he now even like Titan large? And then we have Big Mom be like, I haven't felt this much pain decades, I think. That's very impressive, you two. Trafalgar Law, Captain Kidd. I'm sure you've come for my throne, just like Straw Hat. So take it if you can. Prove you're worthy of being an Emperor of the Sea. And then we have Law be like, can't believe I have to beat this monster just so I can learn about history. Well, why don't you just go to school, Law? I mean, they teach you all that stuff, even though logically there's no real purpose to teaching stuff about school. Cool, when it comes to like real life and things. And then we have Kid being like, don't hold any strength back as long as you still live. We are gonna bring her down even if it kills us. Okay, this is honestly a bit odd that we are still having. Wait a minute, wasn't it saying in the last chapter that Kid and Lau are basically gonna be out after they use their awakenings? Why are they able to like fight now and do all that stuff still? Like, this seems like this doesn't make sense. I mean, I get why you care. I mean, he's supposed to be Luffy's rival, so you could make a case that Luffy's rival should be able to like handle this much. And also, it's been shown multiple times that Luffy and Kid are kind of like. Alright, Luffy is stronger than Kid, but it's been shown that all the supernovas, Kid can follow him up the best. Like even like you might make an argument for Zoro, but I feel like if Kid actually like went one on one with Zoro, he would be able to beat him. It's just Zoro fanboys being Zoro fanboys. Like I'm pretty sure they give him pretty much any character that they want. Seriously, the swordsmen in One Piece are very insane when it comes to their how they view characters with swords. So yeah. Then but yeah, I'm still pretty sure that Kid and Lost should be out right now. Another thing about I can't really remember if uh actually I think Kid said that it's the same for him, so maybe. I'm not exactly sure, like I don't know how this bat's gonna go. Like I don't feel like lying Kid in a state that there should be like powered down should really be able to do anything against a powered up Big Mom, especially a Big Mom that's ginormous. Like in this panel in the next panel, like we see Big Mom, a very good panel of Big Mom, even though she should be like miles away with the soldiers in the forefront. It really shows us how ginormous Big Mom is right now. Then we have some soldiers be like, how can she possibly be that huge? The performance floor is hell. The whole castle is on a sea of flames. As we have everyone clashing with each other. Then we have Yamato being like, there's nothing but soldiers straight ahead. I have to circle around through the cave chamber. As then we cut to the cave chamber where Apu and Drake were, and let's see how their negotiations are going. And it seems that Apu is fighting back as he's screaming, stop, 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 have you gone insane? As then we have Apu using his fighting music be like, scratch, boom, boom. As then we have Drake dodging and it's like, I've already figured out all your tricks. My obligation to Straw Hat demands that I put an end to you right here. As Drake's like, at first glance, your techniques seem to have no attack vector at all, but you activate them through hearing and aim them with your sight. So yeah, we get a bit of an expression on a little bit more detail on how Apu uses his ability. And then we have Apu being like, quit spilling my secrets, man! Anyway, the real reason you're in trouble here is these three numbers! Check it! As we have Yamato breaking through the steel wall as Apu, I'm guessing, or Drake, I'm not sure which one, is like, young Master Yamato? As we see that no one's still like drinking. And then we have Yamato be like, oh, Drake and Apu, what are Atobi Ropo and Info Dealer doing in here? So I'm guessing this is confirming that Apu isn't a headliner, since I feel like Yamato would refer to Apu with headliner. Then we have Apu grabbed by his chain being like, Yamato, Yamato, Kaido's enemy. This idiot Drake is useless to me. I guess I'll switch horses. There we have Apu trying to start working together with Yamato, as Apu's like, oh, Master Yamato, I've got some very useful information you might like to know. As Yamato then immediately responds with, I'm in a hurry and I've already cut all ties with Kado. I'm not on your side anymore. And then Apu be like, really? Even better then. And see, that it works out for him even better. Then we see the number named Fuga looking at Yamato, taking notice of Yamato. I'm guessing it's if the theory on them being the face samurai that's helped Yamato when she was a child is true, then I guess that's the reason why he took a notice. As then we have Yamato striking at Drake, as Drake is like blocking it. And Yamato's like, don't even try to stop me. As Drake's like, wait, Yamato, I have nothing to do with Kaido anymore either. As then, like, he falls on the ground. Now, I'm guessing this actually speaks about Yamato's strength comparatively to, yeah, to X Drake. I feel like it's just like one of those, oh, wait, you're here? Oh, wait, I'm blocking. Wait, don't strike me. I think it's one of those, like, thing, like, where you're just so caught off guard that it just happens. And also, it makes sense that Yamato doesn't know about Drake's defection because Yamato ran off to go help Momonosuke while Drake was before Drake showed up and defected. So I guess that's a reason why. Which I really hope is actually known by more captors now, because otherwise that could really be a problem. But don't worry, Yamato immediately is like, wait, what, really? Sorry, Drake, I'm in a hurry. And she continues to run, and she's like, Onigashima and the Flower Capital are in danger. And then we have the number Fuga, like, coming out of that wall, charging, I mean, Fuga! And then I was like, huh? Huh? And then Fuga is like starts to run after Yamato. Then we have Apu be like, where are you going, Fuga? Damn it, I gotta get Yamato on my side. Fuga! As Yamato's like, Fuga? I guess she doesn't know the names of the numbers, weirdly enough. There we get a panel with Apu being like, come on, you guys, keep up. As the demon looking one like Ibi, and the other like very chubby guys like Zagi. I get the two unaware what's happening right now. Although something I should take a note of is that Oni has the one who's predicted to be Zoro's like uncle or something, or the one who people think is related to Zoro, actually seems to have both eyes here, and I think it will state that that guy doesn't have one of his eyes, so I'm not sure where that comes from, although it's possible he's like wounded, that his eyes like wounded or something. I'm not exactly sure. So, anyways, then we have Drake be like, "You're not getting away from me, Apu." So I guess Drake is gonna fight Ibi and Zagi as well as Apu. Well, Yamato fighting Fuga, I'm guessing. I don't know really. Then we cut to the second floor of the castle, as we have Minx fighting the CP9 members as Robin and Brooke run. As then we have like sometimes be like, run, Baron Corpse, protect Nico Robin. They're just too strong. I'm guessing another Minx saying. And then we have Brooke being like, be careful, my Mink friends. As then Robin jumps on Brooke as he's holding her, like, the bridal style. In fact, Robin's even like holding him like that. As Brooke's like, time to jump, Robin. We saw those people back in Dressrosa. Why are they here? And I'm guessing that's Robin, the one who's saying that, because Brooke wasn't Dressrosa. Then Robin's like, out of everyone in CP0, the highest level of Cypherfall, the agents wearing masks are the most elite. Well, spawn on conversation between this mask guy and Rob Lucci now. As we see the main CP0 member just being like whoosh and disappearing. Then we cut to a different part of the Skull Dome, being the Pleasure Hole, Left Brain Tower Skull Dome. And then we have some. Then we see the where the part where Big Mom was before the whole Alliance War started. Then we see a bunch of women as Sanji opens the door and be like, "Sanji, this is no time to be with women." But anyways, we have this women be like, "How could you do that to such a young girl? Aren't you with the Wano army?" As in Sanji like, "Yes, but no, I didn't do anything." Or Sanji, of course he's not gonna do anything. He not can even Big Mom and Smoothie, he probably barely heard it. Hell, the only reason why he actually, actually fought an attack at Big Mom was because he was like, "You have to block it with force." Also, by the way, some of the girls here are actually have armed, and actually have weapons. I'm sure that all those high-level soldiers are gonna be intimidated by a bunch of entertainers and maids. Surely the most terrifying thing. Maybe they're going the same logic as Black Clover, where maid is stage 6. Maybe that's the reason why. They have Yami, Sanji, I didn't do anything. I thought, as we see the girl being like, "Wow," as she's like bleeding from her hat a lot. And then we have the girls be like, "Well, you are the only one who was here, so get out. We are hiding here for safety." Well, that's true. As they start throwing stuff at Sanji, which are pretty much nothing, because he's like, and Sanji's like, no, thinks of him nothing. And now we see Sanji being like, "Me hit a lady? That's the one thing I can't ever do." That's true. Sanji seems to be mentally incapable of that. There we get a flashback to Whole Cake Island where his brothers beat up that maid that's been I think 7 once to a bloody pulp. And sounds like, "You beat a woman unconsciously? Everything you stand for runs counter to my ideals." So yeah, like Sanji never fight would even touch a woman in a battle, while these three beat up a defenseless woman. And then immediately, while he's thinking that, we see Queen showing up. We see him. We see him thinking as Queen shows up in his brachial form. It's like, "Mwahaha! Hey, where have you been? The pleasure hall? It's not open for business, Germa." As then it sounds like, "My body's not itching anymore. Is the transformation over?" And Sanji still thinking to himself, be like, I remember that I was running along deep in thought." And then we have a flashback to what happened beforehand. As that woman, I guess the woman was coming inside to keep for safety or whatever. As she's like, Dick knows that, "Eek, I'm sorry, I'm not Kaido's henchman, I swear. I'm just a geisha who was brought from the flower capital to entertain." A geisha are dancers. They perform their dance, not the in bad one, like on stage, like in a music video. That's what a geisha is. There seems to be a bit of a controversy about this, what a geisha means. Short version: do not listen to a guy who do not listen to a guy tell a difference between a 20, 30-year-old and a child. Seriously, people, that guy is not exactly the most trustworthy person when it comes to this type of stuff. And anyways, then we see a panel with Sanji and his shadowy, ominous face as the woman's like, "Please let me go." And then we have Sanji kind of passing her as as we see the girl on the floor bleeding from her head. As Sanji's and the next moment she'd been knocked through the air and was bleeding badly. And then we see a panel of her crying and being completely scared. And it sounds like she was looking at me with fear in her eyes. And sounds then thinking is "Tell me, Luffy, which would you prefer?" I'm not sure if this was actually a flashback conversation or this is just Sanji thinking what would be the best option for Captain. And then we have Sanji be "The regular flesh and blood me who turns into a simplest threat whenever I face an opponent who's a woman, or a cool, cold, emotionless warrior of science who can crush even monsters like him as long as you give me an order. Give me the order. Which one's going to be more useful to the king of the pirates? And then we have Sanji be like, I've made up my mind as he pulls the Germa suit canister as he's as Sanji is like, I don't know what will happen yet, but here goes. And then we have Queen like, oh, is that your Germa suit? Then we have, weirdly enough, Sanji throws the canister on the ground. And so I was like, I have to assume that this thing caused the science that was already in my body to awaken and activate somehow. Well, I can't do anything about that. As then we have Sanji stepping on it and breaking it, which I'm not sure that's actually destroyed the thing, or that's like just the shell of it being like that destroyed. I'm guessing they destroyed because the explosion is rather big, but it's kind of hard to tell. Anyways, then we have Sanji be like, but I can say no more. I'm not going to be a Germa soldier. As then Queen, his hybrid form, is like, ah, what a waste. Come on, I want to see how you transform. What are you, a child? And then we have Sanji like getting his cigar ready as he's like, farewell, Germa. Farewell, women's bath. This is one thing I've got to add myself. Women's bath. That's true, Sanji. That was the greatest loss from that Germa suit. Anyways, then we have Sanji pulling up his Dandamushi as we cut to outside the dome, Zoro versus King. As we get like a bunch of like the sound that Dandamushis make. As for some reason, Zoro is able to like answer at this point with click. And so it's like, huff, huff. What? Since when did I have a transponder snail? And then we have Sanji talking. I stuck it in your stomach band just in case you were dying in a ditch somewhere. Which is probably true. Like, I feel like Zoro would probably end up actually dying in a ditch somewhere because he got lost. So, anyways, we have Zoro blocking the attacks from King. And then we have Zoro be like, moron cook. I didn't ask you ask for your help. And then Sanji be like, just listen, I'll be quick. And then we have Sanji be like, we are gonna beat the Amo Kingdom Pirates really soon. And then we have Zoro blocking the attacks. He's like, you think I don't know that? And then we have Sanji be like, but after the finisher, if I'm not in my right mind, I want you to kill me. And then Zoro's like, huh? Huff, huff. And then Zoro immediately responds with, well, alright, fine, I'll kill you, just like you asked. Whatever that's supposed to mean. At least now I have something to look forward to after this. In that case, Huff Huff, don't die before then. As Sun just says, thanks. Click. Seriously? I'm guessing it's not gonna happen, but my god, this is dark. Finally some tension from this arc. Yeah, this is like really serious. Then we have Sanji going somewhere like he disappears. He's like, huh? And Squee's like, where did he go? Is this more son of George? Then we see Sanji covered in flames. He's like, I'm already burning up. I don't need you throwing more fuel on the fire. And then we have Sanji using Hell Memories as he just barrages at Queen and sends him tumbling as Queen just grow. And yeah, I think that's the end of the chapter here, people. Yep, end of the chapter. And it seems to be in break next week, but Jesus Christ, this was epic. So yeah, this chapter was definitely fire. Figuratively and literally, because Sanji literally uses fire. Kind of funny how we focus more on the second lieutenant, while the cover page was focusing on the first, well, on the right hand. Kind of funny, kind of contrast, but oh well, it's great that we finally got confirmation on who is Blackbeards. So yeah. Now, is this the end of the fight? I'm guessing not. I'm guessing this is just like the start of the focusing on the Queen battle. So I'm guessing the next chapter is gonna be Queen versus Sanji. So yeah, that's the thing here. As for Sanji's character, I really do understand like why Sanji wants this. Like he probably figures that alright, in this battle specifically, I should not die so I could beat this guy so Luffy will get what he wants. So but afterwards I cannot live with it like this. Like I just cannot. So he asked Zoro to basically just kill him before it. Very dramatic, all things considered. But yeah, what can you do? So is Sanji actually gonna die? I'm guessing not. I'm guessing he's gonna have some changes to his personality and actions, but I feel like he might like stay the same for the most part. Like I could see at the end of this battle, be like, Zoro be like, "Hey, are you still the same guy? You tell me, Moss Hat." And sounds like, "Yeah, you're still the same, you idiot cook." But yeah, that's pretty much the end of the chapter. Now, anyways, I hope you like this video. I hope you comment down below your thoughts on the chapter. Leave a like as well. And subscribe to this channel for more videos in the future. And with that said, I cannot wait to see all of you mortals next time. Goodbye.